everyone, welcome to my YouTube video on Bellman-Ford Algorithm. I'll explain this algorithm using this example. This is the graph that I'm taking, and you can notice that there are some negative edges in this graph. So a thing to note here is it does work with negative edges, unlike thrust, which requires positive edges in the graph. But this won't work if there are negative edges in the graph. By negative edges, I mean say, for example, in this graph, this is a forward edge of weight 3 and this is the backward edge of weight -4. So if I go once around this loop, I'll gain a net weight of -1. So it is decreasing my weight if I go in this loop. So the mentality of this algorithm would be to keep rotating in this loop and keep decreasing its value. It will never reach the destination. Hence, you won't find your shortest path if you have negative cycles, if you're using Bellman-Ford algorithm. And this is the matrix. uh, the columns of the matrix are the nodes of the graph, and the rows, this I that is written here, is, you can think of them as iteration, or the number of edges required to go from the source node to the destination node, which is T here. So for if you have 0 edges to go from source to destination, then you can't do it, because say if you want to go from A to T, you have to use at least one edge. So all of them are infinity except for T, which will be 0 because I'm going from T to T. It requires 0 distance, so this will all be 0. So let's start filling in the values in the matrix. Say M I 1 comma A, this would be equal to 0 M1A, this value. Using one edge, I can see this is the one edge. The weight is -3. From B, there is no direct edge to T, hence this would remain infinity. From C to T, this is 3. From C to T. From D, this is 4. There's a direct edge, and E, there's a direct edge of 2. Now I have to reach from any of the source nodes to the destination node using 2 edges. Now I can make use of this formula. I can write 2 here. M2 comma A. M2 comma A would be equal to minimum of M1 comma A, or A is connected to D directly using one edge, or to B. So I can write down M0 comma B plus distance CAB. So this is M1A was -3 comma M0B is, sorry, it's 1 here, M1B is infinity plus whatever distance, doesn't matter. Minimum of these two quantity is -3. So I'll put -3 here. Similarly for M2 comma B, this will be equal to minimum of M1 comma A, M1 comma B, which is infinity, or now B to T using 2 edges. Okay, I can use this path BDT or BET. Using this path, infinite. If I use D to D, this is -1 plus 4, which is 3, and this is -2 plus 2, which is 0. So this is the minimum path. So I'll use the distance from E to D, which is 2, plus cost of B to E, which is -2. Minimum of infinity and these two values. So this is 0. I'll fill in 0 here. Okay. Then from C to T using 2 edges, this is the direct edge, and through B is the only other edge. So M2 comma C is equal to minimum of M1 comma C, or B, M1 comma B plus the cost. This is equal to 1 comma C is 3 and 1 comma B is infinity plus the cost. So this is the minimum value 3. Now D to D using two edges, this is the only other path. There is just one direct path and this is the other path. So I can see from here 6 plus minus 3, which is 3. Now E to D, this is one path and this is the other path. E to C and then 3 to D. I can calculate it using the above equation also. 2 comma E is equal to minimum of 1 comma E plus matrix 1 comma, it has a direct edge to C, it's not plus here, or plus cost of C to E. C to E. Okay, 1E was 2, minimum of 2 comma 1C was 3, plus CE is minus 3. So the minimum here is 0. So this would be 0. Now 3A would be M3A. I can write it as M3 comma A. This is the second row. M3A is equal to minimum of M2A, or A has a outgoing edge to B. M2B plus cost AB. Cost AB is minus 4. So this comes out to be M2A is minus 3 and M2B is 0 plus the cost minus 4. So the minimum here is minus 4. This would be minus 4. Now M3B, M3B, this is equal to a minimum of M2B or minimum of M2B is connected to, this is using 3 edges, so this is MDT is 2 edge. So but if I follow MBDAT, these are 3 edges, BDAT or BEC3. So what I can do is I can just check, I can go from here B to D or B to E, and then the cost, minimum cost of D or E, I'll see from this column. This is how I'll do it. It's either M2B or M2 comma D plus cost of B to D, which is minus 1, or M2E plus the cost BE minus 2. So M2B is, this is 0, M2D is 3, and M2E is 0. So minimum of 0, this becomes 2 and this becomes minus 2. Minimum of 0, 2 and minus 2 is minus 2. So this will be minus 2. Now C3, minimum of 3C. 3C, the value 3C would be minimum of M2C, or C is connected to B. M2B plus cost BC, which is 8. This is M2C is 3 and 2B is 0 plus 8. So the minimum here is 3. I'll write down 3 here. Okay, let me make some more space here. M3D is M2D plus, not plus, or the minimum of M2D or MD is connected to A. So it is M2A plus DA, the distance AD, 6. This would be minimum of 2D is plus minus 3 is 0, so it will remain 0. Now let me make some space to write the other iterations. Let me just delete it. Yeah, this is kind of slow. I'm using smooth draw here, and I don't know a quicker way to delete the text on it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're almost done here. Alright. So let's take this color. Okay, M4A is equal to minimum of M3A, or A is connected to B. M3B plus distance AB, which is minus 4. This is M3A is minus 4, M3B is minus 2. So minus 4 and minus 6. Minus 4 and minus 6, the minimum is minus 6. So I write down minus 6 here. Now M4 comma B is equal to minimum of M3 comma B plus B is connected to D as well as E. So I can in fact take both of them. Minimum of M3 comma D plus its distance BD, which is minus 1, or M3 comma E plus the distance BE, which is minus 2. M3D is, this is 3, M3E is 0. So 3 plus minus 1 is 2, 0 plus minus 2 is minus 2, and M3B is minus 2. So the distance will remain minus 2 here. Now M4 comma C, this is equal to minimum of M3 comma C, or C is connected to B. M3 comma B plus distance BC, which is 8. M3C is 3, and M3B is minus 2 plus 8, 6, and this is 3, so 3 is the minimum. Now M4 comma D is equal to minimum of M3 comma D, or M3 comma D is connected to A. There's a direct connection to T and there is a connection to A. So 3A plus the cost AD 6. So 3D is 3, 3A is minus 4, minus 4 plus 6 is 2. So minimum of 3 and 2 is 2. Now E to T is M4 comma E is M3 comma E, minimum of M3 comma E, which is 0, or E is connected to C. 3 comma C is 3 plus the cost CE, which is minus 3. Hence it will remain 0. Now the last row, A comma T, would be M5 comma A is equal to M4 comma A, which is minus 6, or A is connected to B. B's value is minus 2 plus the distance AB, minus 4. Hence the value will remain minus 6 here. Or now m5 comma b, this is equal to m4 comma b, which is minus 2, or the value from b, there are two outgoing edges to d as well as e, so I can again take the 4d, m4d value. M4d is 2 plus the distance bd, which is minus 1, or m4e, which is 0, plus the distance be, which is minus 2. So this is minus 2, so minimum remains minus 2. This will remain minus 2. And you can see these values are getting somewhat like saturated. They're like converging. So that's good. I mean, that's a way for you to know that your algorithm is converging. And then, because if there are no negative cycles in this loop, whatever I get on this row 5th would be the same as what will I get at the row 6th, because the values have converged if there are no negative cycles. And one thing I forgot to mention was why I took 5 rows here is this I is equal to the number of nodes that I have minus 1. Number of nodes minus 1. This is the value of I. Okay, continuing. M5 comma C is equal to M4 comma C, which is 3, or C is connected to B. So 4B is minus 2 plus the cost BC. The cost BC is 8. So the minimum is 3. I'll write 3 here. And then M5 comma D is equal to 4 comma D, which is 2, or D is connected to A, which is 6, which has value minus 6. M4A has value minus 6 plus the distance dA, which is 6. This is 0, hence this value becomes 0. And finally M5 comma E is equal to M4 comma E, which is 0, or E is connected to C, so M4 comma C is 3 plus the distance EC, which is minus 3. This is 0, so hence this remains at 0. So this is finally the matrix that I got after solving this equation on this graph, and turns out A has the smallest distance to the destination node T with value minus 6. Another thing that I would like to mention is that to check whether this graph has any negative cycles or not, or to check whether this solution is right or not, what we can do is we can calculate the same values for the 6th iteration and see if these come out to be the same as above. If they come out to be same as above, that means that there are no negative cycles and this is the right answer. But if any of the value, it decreases, it would indicate there is a negative cycle in this graph, and hence you cannot calculate the shortest distance using Bellman-Ford algorithm. So that's it. If you like my video, don't forget to press like on it. Thanks.